If you are working in the government sector and using AWS, then this news should be huge for you. AWS has announced the launch of a government lens for the AWS well-architected framework. In every government sector across the globe, AWS well-architected framework is a proven way to make sure that AWS resources and stuff is provisioned with compliance and following other best practices. The government lens is a collection of customer proven design principles, scenarios, and technology agnostic best practices designed to encourage the unique context and requirements of governments globally to be considered when designing, building, and operating government workloads on AWS. AWS well architected framework, as I said, has been helping AWS customers and users to improve their cloud architectures and reduce their technical risk. This framework consists of questions, design principles, and best practices across pillars like operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. Now, this government lens draws on the experience and learning from leaders and innovators who have worked in the government, driving transformation programs and bridging the divide between technologies and policy teams. The government lens recognizes that every government operates in a unique cultural and historical context, which means different expectations, needs, mandates, and even a different perspective about the role of government in that society. So I believe that if you're responsible for delivering services in government, then you must have a look at this AWS lens about government and then follow the best practices to make sure that you are utilizing AWS services in full throttle. This government lens, for example, contains a lot of things. One of my favorite is a section called as enabling service outcomes for government, which covers best practices to help services measurably meet the intended policy or service outcomes, whether for public facing services, grants management, budgeting, law enforcement, or any other function of government. Services outcomes is a responsibility of the government, but understanding the intended purpose and context of a service helps all parties involved to develop effective services. So I hope that you find it useful if you're especially if you're working in the government or looking to work in the government. The government lens was tested with government leaders and AWS partners whose feedback has been incorporated, so you can be rest assured that it is battle tested. I hope that you like it. If you already are using it or intending to use it, please share in the comments. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.